It was at this moment he knew. He f'd up.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm having so much fun running this team lately in Arena. Before the creation of Relics, it was really only winning about half the time, and with Relics, it's helped to really break open that Darth Revan meta. You know, Relics are pretty negatively received in the community. They are very pay-to-play friendly, and really kind of screwing over the free-to-play characters. But if you focus on just a couple Relics with different characters like Malik, Grievous, or Anakin, you really start to get these robust characters that really help fill out your rosters and become very viable for a lot of different teams. And this is one with Anakin, where I'm running with the Shaak T lead with the 3 501st Clone Troopers, Rex, Fives, and Echo. Now, with this team, I'm going to be talking about overall layout with mods, how to run them, Zeta priority, everything like that. So let's go ahead and start breaking down each character individually. Let's start with Anakin first. Now, I do have a level 7 relic on Anakin. That is the one relic you really want to go for on this team, because it's going to give a significant boost to his overall damage. If you go and look at the stats on his relic at level 7, 1500 bonus physical damage, another 1100, 1200 from his mastery stat, and then 90 armor penetration, which also very, very helpful here, and then a pretty significant 18% boost to crit chance as well. So with that in mind, my personal recommendation for you guys for him is just stacking as much offense as you can. Offense, arrow, primary. Really, speed is not a huge priority for you because of the stat with his unique where he gains a bonus turns when allies take damage. That is what you want to go for. So speed's not a big deal here, but stack up that physical offense. 9,000 damage on my Anakin with 80% crit chance, 290 armor penetration. Very deadly there. And then the next character that you really want to go for here, if you're going to be focusing on someone, is going to be Fives. Now, I have a level 7 relic on Fives as well. And for him, I'm actually stacking up offense on him because of his unique, or because of the Zeta on his unique tactical awareness, because this is the one Zeta that you really need to have in order to make this team work well, and it's kind of like a fail-safe Zeta, is that if he sacrifices himself to protect Echo or Rex, then he is going to transfer all of his max health, protection, speed, and offense to those two characters, and that is really going to jack up the damage on those two characters. Rex and Echo, if Five sacrifices himself, they can pretty much take out the entire Darth Revan team. It's pretty crazy when you watch it. So 228 speed on him, but look at this, 7,000 damage on his physical offense stat. Again, speed on him, and then just really going for that offense primary on the triangle and on the cross, and go for those decent offense and speed secondaries. Make him fast, because the more speed you get on him, then that's more speed on Echo and Rex when he sacrifices himself for those two characters. And then the other clone that's going to be very important here is Echo. And for him, crit chance and crit damage, he's going to be assisting quite a bit here. And it's going to be pretty similar layout to what you see with Anakin. Speed on his arrow, but then crit damage with pretty solid offense secondaries. And it's going to be a lot of damage that you're going to get with him. 220 speed here, but look at this, 68, almost 6,900 physical damage on Echo. So between Echo and Fives with stacking that offense with the sacrifice, plus the leadership with Shaak T, that's a lot of physical damage you're going to get on both those characters, plus Anakin as well. Rex, this is one that I think is kind of surprising and also really funny, is that his leadership, or that his unique, gives him that bonus speed with the number of 501st clone allies present. And with him, I'm actually only running him about 290 speed, and he's outspeeding pretty much every Darth Revan on my shard because of that, plus the 35 bonus speed from Shaak T. Just go for some nice speed secondaries on him. And again, you don't have to make him super fast. 290 speed is gonna be more than enough to outspeed any Darth Revan on your shard. And then for Shaak T as well, I make her go fast, but she also, you know, she doesn't get the bonus speed from her own leadership because she's not a clone trooper, but I am going for some solid speed secondaries on her as well. Speed on the arrow, just go for some solid speed secondaries on her. Remember, her base speed at year 13, I think, is like 185 speed, so she's one of the fastest characters already in the game. overall, not too bad. Now, your Zetas, 5s is the one Zeta that you really need to have for failsafe. The Zeta on Anakin is next to useless here, don't really need to worry about that. But then after 5s, I would go for the Zeta on Rex, because that Zeta with his Captain of the 501st reduces cooldowns on 501st Clone Trooper allies. So that one is one that's nice to have, but you can see here I don't have it and I'm still doing just fine. So it's pretty optional for you if you want to go for that. Really, just the Zeta on 5s is the only one you need to have. After that, go for the 2 Zetas on Shaak T, and then go for the Zeta on Echo, and then don't worry about the Zeta on Anakin. But those are way down the priority list. Just make sure you have the sacrifice on 5s, and that's the only Zeta you really need to have this team work. So we're gonna go into battle one more time here. This guy's trying to climb for arena payment, so we're not gonna try to knock him back. Terminator boost with Rex. Take out Sith Marauder if possible. We'll get some taunt and crit immunity on 5s. But you can see here we do have one problem where this Malak is actually faster than Revan, so it's a little more complicated, but still overall not too bad. But look at that, we lost 5s to the sacrifice, so we'll go ahead get the damage in there with. Oh no, this is I think this is going to be a pretty bad hit here, because we have both the EMP grenade and Anakin's AoE here ready to go. There we go. That could not have gone much better. Anakin wipes out both Darth Revan and Darth Malak. At this point, I think it's safe to say we won. And look at that timer. We only took about 45 seconds to win there. So once you get it down pretty efficiently, you can easily win. So overall, it's a pretty easy concept to get out of the way. Now, if Sith Trooper is present, it's a little more complicated. And overall, it's a pretty easy concept. Just get that relic up to 7 on Anakin, and then work on your relic for 5s, and then that will really help fill out your team from there. Go for Echo after that. Now, one other thing I forgot to mention, if you go back and look, you can see I have 5s in the 5th slot for this team. That is very important. I'm pretty sure they are still working on that bug. If 5s is not in the 5th slot on your team roster, he is going to not be able to transfer those bonus stats from his sacrifice Zeta. So do keep that in mind. If you are running this team, you gotta make sure 5s is in the 5th slot. So overall, this team is pretty solid. It's gonna really help you climb an arena, and of course your mileage is gonna vary based on who's out there. Now, if you're running in a shard full of a lot of General Grievous teams, this is actually gonna be a whole lot easier, because this team just waltz right over the General Grievous teams. In fact, you pretty much just throw it on auto and walk away. It's that simple. Grievous can constantly do his AoE attacks, and you're really destroying the droids pretty quickly. But there's so much health and there's so much boost to your health and damage here that really General Grievous just cannot kill your team in time. And Anakin and 5s are just going crazy. 5 sacrifices himself, and then Echo and Rex are just wiping out the enemy team. But then if you really want to have some fun with it, try throwing a Rex lead in with Barriss in there, and you cannot lose your characters against the General Grievous team. I've tried multiple times. With the healing between the Zeta Barriss and the boost to health with Rex, it is pretty much impossible to lose any characters once you get those relics upgraded. General Grievous just cannot defeat your team. It's that simple. So it's a very, very solid counter to General Grievous nuke teams that you will find in Arena. That is something that I think is pretty big here, because we're going to see a lot of people start using that team because Darth Revans are so prominent here in Arena. But as people upgrade their Grievouses, they're going to start running the Grievous nuke team, and that's going to be pretty interesting to run. So I think this is actually going to be the start of what we're starting to see with a rock, paper, scissors meta between Anakin, Grievous, and Malak, where each of them with their upgrade relics are the central part of a different team. Grievous with his nuke teams, Anakin with either Padme or the Shaak T Clone Trooper team or Shaaktrooper team, and then Darth Malak with these Darth Revan teams. Those 3 characters are pretty paramount for some of the bigger teams that we're starting to see in the arena now with the invention of relics. So overall, it's going to be interesting to see what relics are going to do for the future of arena. And I think that right now with these relics, Shaak T and the clones plus their reworks has finally started to make them that really arena meta team. Though of course we are still waiting for General Skywalker, which cannot get here fast enough. CG, please hurry up with him, because I really want to see what General Skywalker can do with his 501st team. So that is gonna be it for me, guys. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think about this team? Do you guys think it's a pretty impressive one? Do you think it's going to be something that we could see as a future anti-meta team or something that's really going to help climb up the ranks, including alongside General Grievous, and start to kind of compete with Darth Revan in the meta. Let me know down below, guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I will talk to you guys later.